Welcome back. I'm Emily at Emily's podcast, Tribute to All Little Angels, Part 10, Episode 2 of the Timeline, June 23rd, 2024. Good morning and thank you. My grandson had came over last night and spent the night, and this morning we are going to the country for him to do work for our friend. We were there most of the day, and by the time I take him home and I get home, I'm so tired I sit down after I take a shower, and if I could have, I would have fallen asleep in the chair. I didn't. A little while later, I stood up and went outside to get some fresh air before going to bed. I did take 3 pictures. The lines of the lights coming from the porch lights and the street lights are shooting through the sky. There's also a few other lights or orbs in the sky. It's phenomenal. I watched the lights for a little bit and then went inside. June 24th, 2024. Waking up this morning, I go outside at 6:14 a.m. and the morning sky is beautiful, with a hint of a storm in the clouds. The sky is blue, gray clouds rolling in, and there's an orange color in the background. Another beautiful sky. A little later, Madison sends me pictures of my granddogs, and then I spent time writing in the screenplay to get some more done. I knew when I started writing this screenplay, I knew it would take me some time, but I'm working on it little by little, with an end coming soon. Then later this evening, I went to the cemetery. At 6:28 p.m., I walk up to Wyatt's area. I snap a photo of his headstone. I visit with him for a while, sitting with him and talking to him. I pray to God and I stand up to walk away. I then pull around to visit Megan. When I pull up, I take a full view picture. Then I take another picture of the southeast headstone, the rock headstone, and on west to the headstones and the Mother Mary statue. In the third picture is of Megan's area close up, and the fourth picture is from the existing tree to the headstone where it sits now, but where the north tree sat before. Then in the fifth picture, I stand west, facing east, north of the existing tree. And yes, standing here, I can view the north tree standing right there at the edge of that headstone. And across the street, the headstone that sits on the northeast corner of the east-west street sat across the street from the north tree. In the sixth picture, I set Megan some flowers out. I stuck them in the ground west of the existing tree in her resting place. And I hope, too, they leave the flowers alone. In the seventh picture is of the headstones west of Megan's resting place. The newly set in headstone is in this picture. In the eighth picture is of the southeast headstone, the rock headstone, headstones to the north, and headstones to the west onto the Mother Mary statue. In the ninth picture, it's of the stake in the ground with the orange painted at one end and a name painted on it. It's for a headstone to be set in, south of the southeast headstone area. Then in the 10th and the 11th pictures, it's of the stake in the ground and the area surrounding it. Then as I'm standing here, viewing over the area, I see a headstone close to Megan that has slid crooked on the cement slab. In the 12th picture, It's of the lineup from the newly set in drain to the black and white Babyland sign to the double headstones to the blue and white Babyland 6th West sign to the existing tree to Megan's resting place, and then on to the newly set in headstone. And the newly set in drain and the newly set in headstone was all set in the same time frame while they were fixing the drains in Babyland 6th West area. And I know it seems suspicious to me. Does it to you? In the 13th picture, it's another full view area picture. And in the last 4 pictures, it's from the existing tree to the west onto the north, where the big drain sits, to a headstone across the street from Babyland 6th West. The north tree, the big drain, and the headstone all sat across the street from one another. And then to compare this 4th picture, the last picture of this visit, to older pictures. I see it. I visit with Megan a little while longer, and then I leave the cemetery. June 25th, 2024. Good morning to all, and I thank God. I will be recording today. I pray I get it easily done, and it's not too emotional on me. When I'm finished, I'm ready to take a short drive and to make it home before it gets late. June 26, 2024. I'm excited for the episode to air tonight at 8:00 p.m. I also look forward to our listeners' numbers rising. June 27, 2024. Thank you, God, for waking me up. It's my free day, but before I get my day started, I drive through the cemetery. All seems the same here. A tree that was not cut down, misplaced headstones, and so much more. Later this evening, Madison sends me a picture of the granddogs outside and playing in their doggy pool. And then a little later, I write in the screenplay before going to bed. It has been a full day. June 28, 2024. This morning I cleaned house. I then went to a friend's house. I helped while I was there to clean up, and I took him shopping. I don't mind helping others when they can't do it all. When I arrive back home, Madison sends me pictures of my granddogs. Then I decide to start writing an episode. I wrote up until bed, and I went. June 29, 2024. Looks to be a beautiful morning. While waking up, it looked to be like it could be a good day outside. So I'm getting out there. When I get back home, I start to finish the episode for this next week. And I did finish it, but I did not reread it or time it. I will do that tomorrow. And then before going to bed, I check my phone for unread messages. And I see one from my sister Susie with a number chart of the number of listeners. And I'm amazed and excited at the 212 people who had just joined. Oh my gosh, thank you. Then I look at pictures Madison has also sent me earlier today, and I'm just now seeing them. They are pictures of the granddogs. Good night, babies. June 30th, 2024. After I get my day started, I reread and time the episode. Then I drive to the cemetery. At 2:19 p.m., I pull up to Wyatt's area. I take a picture. I visit with him, and then I pull around to visit Megan. As I pull up, the the stake that was stuck in the ground south of the southeast headstone, but now it's sitting in the grass just south of the electrical pole near the street. In the second picture, it shows south of the electrical pole to the branches hanging over from the existing tree. And the new headstone where the stake was set in, there is now a new headstone there, sitting between the southeast headstone and the tall standing headstone. And then in the third picture, it's of the same area, but further north, and you can visualize Megan's flowers are still here. The next picture is a full view picture of Babyland 6th West, and in the fourth and fifth pictures, they are pictures of the same view as picture 3. In the sixth picture, it's further north, showing the double headstones that now sit in front east of the existing tree, but in older pictures, the double headstones used to sit between the north tree and the south tree. In the seventh and eighth pictures shows the newly set in drain to the black and white Babyland sign, going west to the double headstones, to the blue and white Babyland 6th West sign, to the existing tree, and then on to Megan's flowers, and west to the newly set in headstone. In the ninth picture shows now the 3 new headstones that have been set in the supposed to be open area south of the existing tree to the electrical pole. The 10th and 11th pictures, it's of the southeast headstone to the rock headstone, to headstones to the west, and onto the Mother Mary statue. In the 12th picture, it's a full view picture of Babyland 6th West. And in the 13th picture, it's a close-up picture of the heart headstones that are out of place and should set north of where they are now. The next picture, it's of the same area, but now it shows the south, the existing tree, and Megan's flowers west of this tree. In the 15th picture, it's another full view picture of Megan's area, Babyland 6th West. The 16th picture is a picture from the existing tree north to where the headstones sit now, where the north tree should and was at one time. Then I take another 2 pictures, one of Megan's area close up, and then the last picture is from the tree to the north of the area where the north tree should be, or was. When I'm done at the cemetery, I tell my angels I love them, and I leave. I take a drive to the country, and as I pull up into my friend's driveway, I watch a bunny hopping across the grass. I took several pictures of it, and then I went into the house. Shortly after I get there, Madison sends me 4 pictures of when she is at the cemetery. She sent me 2 of Megan's area and 2 of Wyatt's area. And thank you, Madison. And then for a while, I'm enjoying being out in the country. And then a short time later, I went home. When I get home, I receive pictures of my granddogs. And in the pictures, it looks as though they are playing tug of war with a toy. One dog is in the pool, and the other is on the outside of the pool. I've got to say, it's been a good day, and I'm thankful. July 1st, 2024. Last night, my grandson came over to spend the night, and as I let him out the door this morning to go to work at 5:55 a.m., I take a picture of a small white-looking round circle in the sky. It's the moon. My grandson leaves and I start my day. At 12:30 p.m., I receive a call from my dearest person in my life. And at this time, I never dreamt this would be the last time I talked to her. We talked a while. We laughed more. And when we hung up, my nephew sent me pictures of her and him together. And just from the look on his face, he's worried for his mother. We love you, Joanne, and we will greatly miss you. Then later this evening at 6:41 p.m., my sister Susie sent me the chart of the numbers of listeners. The numbers have gone up again, and I am truly grateful. I did not record today, so I will get it done in the morning. July 2nd, 2024. Thank you, God. When I start my day, I sit to record. I spent from 11:08 a.m. until 2:17 p.m. trying to get it right. I had to step aside. Madison then sends me pictures of the grand dogs laying around. They were asleep. And then at 6:36 p.m. after dinner, I try to record the episode again. After 5 tries, I did get it done, and I'm so grateful for that. At 10:16 p.m., Madison sent me a few more pictures of the dogs outside before going in for the night. And I thank God for this day. July 3rd, 2024. The episode airs tonight at 8 o'clock p.m., and this afternoon I spend the day cleaning. I need to. July 4th, 2024. Early today, we are getting ready for a birthday party. It's Madison's friend's little boy, so we spent a few hours there. They had a water slide for the kids to stay cool, and sprinklers going also. It is 93 today. When I leave, I go home to rest a little while. Then before going to the fireworks show, I went to the cemetery. Of course, I'm at the cemetery sometime today because it is a holiday. Happy 4th of July. I pull up to Wyatt at 7:40 p.m. and I snap a photo of his headstone and his area. I visit with him and then I pull around to visit Megan. In the first picture, it's of the area of Babyland 6th West from the electrical pole to the double heart headstones south of the existing tree. In the second picture, it's a full view picture of Babyland 6th West. And in the third picture, it's of the southeast headstone to the rock headstone, headstones to the west, and onto the Mother Mary statue. It's a close-up picture. In the fourth picture, it's of Megan's area. Her flowers are gone, and it's really sad. The fifth picture is of the lineup from the newly set-in small drain to the newly set-in headstone. In the sixth picture, it is of the blue and white Babyland 6th West sign to the tree to an open area where the rock headstone and Megan's headstone used to sit, on west to the newly set-in headstone. The seventh picture is south of the existing tree to the area to the north where the north tree sat. The eighth picture also. In the next picture is of the Directory Pavilion in the center of the cemetery. And then I pull up the east-west street east of Megan's area. I stop and I set a small red flower that was in my car west of the existing tree. And as I walk away and toward my car, I see a blue flower in the grass near the big drain. I pick it up. I had a feeling to take it. I took a picture of it in my hands, and I did bring it with me. It was almost like my red flower I placed under the tree for Megan because her flowers are gone again. It's almost like the blue flower replaced the red flower. And of course, I look up and I say thank you. I get in the car and snap another photo of Babyland 6th West area. I sit for a little bit with Megan, and then I leave the cemetery. Short time after I get home, I wait on Madison, Ismail, and Carla to go to the fireworks show. We did have a good time, and we are home safely. July 5th, 2024. Heavy rain today, so you know what I'm thinking. I stayed busy today to not think too much about the cemetery. I clean and then I write in the screenplay. I didn't go to the cemetery today, but I will go tomorrow if it is just to drive through to check on things for Megan. July 6, 2024. I thank God this morning as every day. When I start my day, I start to write an episode. I work on it until about 3 p.m. this afternoon, and then me and my grandson went to the country to help our friend. My grandson helped him with the chains on his chainsaws this time, and then he mowed the field in front of his house. And I was just able to kick back and relax, and I do appreciate it. My grandson quits mowing, and him and our friend works on a tractor that sets in his 5-acre lot, and I just sit and watch them. When we were finished here, I took my grandson home, and I went home also. I did not finish writing the episode, so tomorrow it is to get it done. July 7th, 2024. When getting up this morning, my mind went to, I'm not doing anything else until I get the writing of the episode done. But then I work on it until Madison comes over with her puppy she has gotten. She's a cute little puppy. When they leave close to 4:00 p.m., I start to write again in the episode. It's rainy today, so it's a great time to get it done. A little before 8 p.m., I'm finished the writing, and now I'm going to time it and reread it. When I finish, I go outside to enjoy the evening rain, smelling evening. At 8:34 p.m., I see a blue jay bird sitting on the fence. There are now 2 of them. I watched the 2 of them until they jumped into the neighbor's yard. I did take some pictures of the dark clouds in the sky after the rain, and soon after I went inside. July 8, 2024. Thank you, God. I start my day in hopes to record today. I knew I wouldn't get it done during the morning or early afternoon hours, but I thought I can do it this evening into tonight. And then at 11:25 a.m., Madison sends me pictures of my granddogs. And then at 12:06 p.m., I pull in Madison's driveway, and the dogs are in the screen door looking out at me. Their personalities are so funny, each one of them. I visit with Madison and the dogs for a little while, then before going home, I drove through the cemetery. Everything looks all right, except for what we know is wrong. I leave the cemetery and go home. When I get home, I cook dinner to get it out of the oven to drop it on the floor. And I took it as it wasn't meant for me to eat. I got me something light to eat and I relaxed. June 9th, 2024. First thing this morning, I thought, I have to record today. I did not get it done yesterday, so everyone have a good day. And then later this evening, I did finally get the episode recorded. It is ready to air tomorrow evening. Thank you for listening. Stay kind with your words.